from the neighborhood forum and just wanted to say hi.
Oh, hi. Are you my neighbor on the left or right side?
Left side. The house with the porch and blue shutters.
Oh, lovely. If I remember correctly, it's a married couple. So are you the wife or the husband?
Husband. But I say welcome to the neighborhood from both my wife and me.
Aw, that's sweet. Thank you.
Have you been settling in okay? I know that you literally just moved in a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to make sure that you were settling into the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's been really great.
And you live on your own?
Yeah, I teach at the school a couple blocks away, and this neighborhood was perfect for a really short commute.
Ah, gotcha. So have you been busy then?
No, not really. I mean, it's summer, and so I get summers off.
I'm sure that you probably have work to do at home though.
Nope. I usually don't start prepping for my students until a couple of weeks before summer break ends. So I've just been lounging around, unpacking, and just enjoying my new abode.
Okay. It's just that I noticed that your front lawn was getting a little bit...
Isn't it great? I love it.
Oh, so you have noticed?
Yeah, I prefer a wilder kind of front and backyard rather than the manicured suburban lawns. I even bought a bunch of wildflower seeds and just threw them willy-nilly onto the front and back lawns.
Oh, you have? That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to see how everything grows. I know it's pretty late in the season, but I'm hoping to see at least a few of the bright-colored flowers.
So what do you plan on doing about the tree in the backyard?
The weeping willow? Oh, I think it's so beautiful. Don't you? Actually, it was that tree that really sold me on the place. It lets the light flutter into my bedroom very prettily.
Oh, I meant like, what are you going to do when the branches really start spreading?
I was just going to let them grow.
But don't you think it might get too big?
No. You must really love gardening or landscaping.
Why do you say that?
Well, you have a lot of questions about my lawn.
I'm just worried about your lawn affecting my lawn.
Oh, do you mean like if the branches pass the fence line? I don't think the tree will grow that far, but if it does, I'll be sure to cut them down.
Great.
Yeah, thanks for checking in. I was thinking of having a couple of barbecues during the summer in order to get to know everyone. So please, bring your wife over. I'll be sure to let you know when I do that.
You don't have to do that. Our neighborhood has planned barbecues and block parties throughout the summer. It's on the neighborhood bulletin.
Yeah, I saw that. And I'm really excited about it. But one of my favorite things to do is grill up some burgers and hot dogs, so I thought I would host some of my own barbecues as well. It's summer. You can never have too many barbecues.
I suppose so.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Like, I don't have to sign up or something.
Of course not. This is your house. You get to decide whatever you want with it. I mean, there are a few community guidelines.
But people don't actually listen to that, do they? They even said what color you're allowed to paint your house. I mean, it's a bit archaic, isn't it?
It's just to keep the community aesthetic aligned. Community leaders don't mean anything by it. We just don't want people's individuality to cause chaos. I mean, how else are we supposed to win Neighborhood of the Year again?
Oh, yeah. I saw that little plaque. I thought it was pretty cute. I mean, the houses are a little bit cut and dry for me, but I was hoping to bring a little bit more spice.
Spice?
Yeah, I'm an art teacher. So I thought a fun project would be for my students being able to paint my front porch in really fun murals.
Murals? You can't be serious. You're gonna let a bunch of teenagers do whatever they please in front of your house?
I mean, they're my teenagers. My students are really great, very expressive and creative. I want them to be able to express their creativity in new ways.
Are you sure it's a good idea to have teenagers out and about in our neighborhood?
It wouldn't exactly be out and about, and I'm sure that some of our neighbors have kids.
Yeah, they do. They're just a bit younger.
I know teenagers can be loud and a bit scary sometimes, but I assure you that they're good kids. Besides, I would be guiding them the entire time, and I think it would be really fun.
Sure. You just gotta make sure you get permission from the community council.
Yep, already did.
You did? How did you swing that?
Well, I just kind of explained why I wanted to do it and about the children's creativity, and I even invited some of the neighbors out to come and help. They seemed really excited about it.
Okay. They must have different ideas about what it is that you plan to do. In my head, I just see some of those almost blinding mirrors that you see downtown.
That's exactly what I kind of want to do.
Great.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
No reason. You just seem a bit upset.
Of course, I'm not upset. I was just curious. I just wanted to get to know you, and now I do. So that's great.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
Hey, how are you settling into the neighborhood? It's so adult of you to own your own house now.
I know. It's been good. I mean, unpacking has been taking me weeks, but that was to be expected.
Yeah, I remember it took me 2 months to unpack my apartment, let alone a house. Maybe we should all get together and have an unpacking party, just to help you with the last of it.
That would be so great. I just have to make sure I get permission from the council.
Council? Permission? What is this, Star Wars?
I wish. Then it would be a bit cooler than a bunch of middle-aged neighbors who aren't used to creativity.
Whoa, tell me how you really feel. Are your neighbors really that bad?
No, not at all. In fact, most of them have been very welcoming of me and my ideas. But there is this whole community council and neighborhood aesthetic. I had no idea that adults had to deal with this kind of thing.
Yeah, same. Do they actually have a council, and do you need to ask permission before you do anything?
Not really. I mean, if what you want to do falls out of community guidelines, then sometimes you have to ask. But they've been really flexible with their guidelines. The only problem I'm having is with my neighbor. I mean, I don't think it is really a problem, but he's been very inquisitive.
Inquisitive? How so?
Well, he texted me the other day and claimed he just wanted to welcome me to the neighborhood and ask what I was doing. But then he kept asking about my lawn, which I thought was weird. I thought it was because he was into landscaping and gardening or something, but it turns out he was just concerned about the tree in my backyard.
Your tree in your backyard? What does that even mean?
I don't even know. It was kind of confusing. Plus, I don't think he likes the fact that I'm not going to trim my front lawn and make it all nice and square.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that from you. And you bought all of those wildflower seeds when you found out you got the house. Did you plant them?
Yes, and they're gorgeous. They're finally beginning to sprout up and out. And I'm keeping my grass really long and not trimming the hedges and letting nature take over.
Lovely. Yet somehow your neighbor has a problem with that?
I think so. I mean, why else would he be asking about my front lawn? He kept asking if I was too busy to notice that my front lawn was going a bit wild. But then I explained to him that I preferred my landscaping to look like that. And you should have heard what he said when I mentioned the mural on my porch.
What did he say? If he said anything mean, then I'll come over right now and deal with him.
No, it wasn't anything too bad. He was just really surprised. And then, in a snarky way, asked if I got permission from the council. He seemed really surprised when I said that I did, and that the council was actually excited about it.
Wow, this guy sounds like a strict sergeant in the army or something. Why can't he mind his own business?
I have no idea. And it's not like I'm letting any of what's happening on my lawn happen to his lawn. I make sure to trim any branches or any of the hedges I grow onto his side of the fence line. But somehow, he's just really bothered by the fact that I am taking creative liberties with my own house.
Well, as long as the council is happy with you, then he can suck it, in my opinion.
How can you still talk like a teenager? You literally sound like one of my students. We're in our 30s.
We just turned 30. That doesn't mean that I'm ready to put in my application to the retirement home. Okay, keep me updated on the neighbor. And I can start planning for your unpacking party. Does this Saturday work?
Works perfect.
Great. I'll talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you soon.
Hey neighbor, I see that there are a lot of cars parked outside your house.
Yeah, I invited a bunch of my friends over to help me finish unpacking. I've been here for a month and I still have a few boxes.
Surely you could have done that on your own.
Yeah, but they wanted to come over. I honestly think it was just an excuse for my friends to have my housewarming party.
And is partying going to be a regular occurrence at your house?
I don't know. My friends and I like to get together for dinner parties, and I'm the first one of us that owns a house, so I think they'll be over at least once a week.
So, once a week you plan on throwing some rager? Have you not considered the fact that your neighbors might have children?
Oh, I don't think I would call them ragers. I mean, that means that we'd be playing our music really loud and getting smashed. But we're just listening to some classical music on my record player and having dinner.
Yeah, but I can still hear a bit of the music.
Okay. Also, I thought that it was just you and your wife. You haven't mentioned a kid or anything.
It is just me and my wife. She's busy at work. She's a nurse, so she works long hours.
Wow, I have such respect for nurses. My friends baked some really great bread. I could bring it over later. Give us a chance to say a proper hello.
No, don't.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, your party is disturbing my date.
Oh, sorry. And tell your wife I said sorry too. We can turn down the music a little bit.
Did you get permission from the council to throw a party?
Okay, it's not a party. We're all adults here and we're just having dinner. Actually, I sent out a little invite on the forum. There are a couple of council members here, as well as a couple of neighbors.
What?
Yeah, maybe if you and your wife aren't too busy, you can come over for a little bit. Say hi.
My wife is working, and she's going to be tired when she gets home, so you better not be blasting your music all night.
But I thought you said you were on a date.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, obviously that was a mistake on my part. I am busy. Not that it's any of your business. Just make sure your music is turned down.
Okay, sorry.
Don't let it happen again in the future.
What? Playing Bach a little bit too loud? Or dinner parties with my friends?
Take your pick.
Fine, whatever. OMG. SOS.
What? What happened? Are you okay?
Yes, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have used SOS. But I just got home from the grocery store, and you'll never guess what just happened.
What?
My front lawn is all cut and trimmed. It looks exactly like every other lawn in my neighborhood.
You can't be serious. I thought you were going to keep it wild.
Oh, trust me, I am. I wasn't the one that cut my lawn.
Oh my god. What? You don't think...
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. That same neighbor who was so obsessed with my lawn has finally gone insane and mowed my front yard without asking my permission.
He wouldn't.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Why? Just because of what he said about your lawn?
Well, also, he just does not like me for whatever reason.
What?
Yeah, the night of my housewarming party, he was texting me and saying that I was disturbing him with the music. He sounded really mad and asked me if throwing ragers was going to be a common occurrence.
Ragers? We were literally just over for dinner. Even some of your neighbors were there.
I know, and we played classical music. I don't understand what his problem is, but he was really annoyed with me. At first, I thought it was because he was on a date with his wife. I mean, he said he was on a date.
Well, you should have invited them over. I feel like once you meet in person, then this will all blow over.
That's what I thought too, and I did ask if they wanted to come over, but then he said his wife was at work.
What? Wait, I'm confused. I thought you said that he was on a date with his wife.
I was confused too, and I called him out on it. I said that he told me he was on a date, and then he said he never said that. But if you literally scroll back in our text, he clearly says he was on a date.
That's so weird. Why would he say that if his wife is at work?
Well, I don't want to assume the worst in people before I've met them face to face.
You don't think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I think that little Mr. Perfect Neighbor is having an affair.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's no way to prove it. But after he pulled this stunt with my lawn, I'll be keeping an extra close eye on him. And whoever comes to the house when the wife is gone.
This is insane. Maybe I should move to the suburbs. There seems to be so much drama.
Yeah, who knew?
Well, now you have to keep me updated. This is better than any of the reality TV shows I'm watching.
Will do. Did you cut my lawn?
What? Of course not. Why would he say that? I mean, while we're talking about it, I think it looks a lot better now, don't you think?
No, I think it looks worse. In fact, seeing this bear has made me realize that I really wanted to grow wild.
What?
Yeah, I was being too stingy with the flowers before. Now I'm really going to let the plants thrive. I'm thinking of putting in a couple more brushes. And heck, maybe I'll get a lawn ornament or two.
But we're only allowed to have 1 to 2 lawn ornaments. It keeps the neighborhood from looking cheap.
We'll see what the council has to say about it. They've been really loving my ideas so far. I actually feel like I can be friends with them, especially after they came to my housewarming party the other night.
I guess we'll just have to see.
I guess so. On another note, will your wife be home tonight? I wanted to stop by and drop off a cake. You know, maybe we can talk in person?
She works Tuesdays, and I'm busy, so don't bother.
Fine.
So, anyone show up yet?
Yes, someone just pulled in. I was just about to text you.
Oh my god. And is it the wife's vehicle?
No. It looks like a company vehicle or something. It says something about insurance.
Oh, maybe it's just an insurance person.
Don't be so sure.
Well, what's happening?
It's this very pretty woman. She has her hair tied back and is in a suit. She's carrying a clipboard, and she's walking to the front door.
It kind of sounds like he just wants to buy insurance.
Okay, wait. He's opening the door. Wow, he's really smiling big. Now he has his arm around her and is guiding her into the house.
Oh my god. He must be having an affair. Can you see anything else?
Yeah, they're in the kitchen. Okay, yep, he's for sure having an affair. Thank God he had the decency to close the curtain before continuing.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. I mean, I've never met his wife, but now I feel bad for her. But honestly, not that bad. He sounds like a piece of work. Maybe she's better off without him.
My thoughts exactly.
Are you going to tell her?
Well, I kind of have to now. I mean, her husband is cheating on her and is managing to cover it up by making it look like he's buying insurance. That's probably why none of the neighbors have said anything.
Do you have her number?
No, but I can get it off of the community forum.
When are you going to tell her?
I mean, her husband literally cut my front lawn and has threatened to do more, so I guess right away.
Well, good luck.
Should I do it? Wouldn't I be breaking up their marriage?
Put yourself in her shoes. Wouldn't you want to know?
Yeah, I guess so. I just feel bad that we haven't really spoken yet, and my first text is going to be telling her that her husband is having an affair.
Don't think about it too much. Just do it. And it's not like he's been very kind or welcoming. If he's this controlling with you, a stranger, I can't imagine what her life is like.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna tell her.
Are you painting your house?
Yep. Isn't orange such a pretty color? I think it'll go great with the red shutters.
What? You can't do that.
Says who? The council has already approved it.
What? That's impossible. Those colors go directly against the community guidelines. Why would they approve it?
Well, maybe they agree with me that the only way to attract new buyers into the neighborhood is to make it interesting and community-minded.
We are community-minded. That's why I'm going to do what I have to do, to stop you from ruining our neighborhood.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm just going to make a few phone calls.
To where?
To the moving company.
Oh, so you're moving? Great. I know me and one other woman who's going to be very happy about that.
What the hell does that mean?
You'll find out.
Okay, enough of your mind games. I was going to keep my mouth shut if you agreed how much better your lawn looks now that it's trimmed and manicured, and I was somehow going to convince you to not do that ugly mural on the front porch. But now it looks like you're not going to listen. You're just going to cause problems. So listen to me. If you continue painting your house that god-awful orange, I will be forced to phone the council and have them kick you out. We can get an eviction notice for you and drive you out of this community.
I'd like to see you try.
If you don't listen to me, I'll set your house on fire.
Excuse me?
If you like the color orange so much, I'll set your house on fire.
You can't be serious.
I guess we'll see how my phone call with the council members goes. Ha 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 ha. See? I knew it.
What? What did you know? I'm a bit busy painting, so if we can get a move on with this?
You're going to leave this neighborhood.
What? Did the council say something?
I only talked to one council member, and they seem to agree with you for some reason. I don't know what kind of manipulation you're doing, but it worked on him. But it's not working on me. I knew that I could convince the council to agree with me, so I went ahead and called the movers. It turns out that there's already a moving company sending out a truck to our neighborhood. So it looks like the council members have already decided what a nuisance you are to our neighborhood and are sending you on your way.
What?
If my clock is correct, then the moving truck should be coming down the road right now as we speak.
Oh, is it? Can I just ask one question? Where is your wife?
What? I don't know. She probably went to the grocery store or something. Quit stalling. I'm so sick of you and your stupid face around this neighborhood. The truck is waiting outside your house. Take your stuff and leave.
It's actually outside your house. Check again.
Huh? Wait, why is the truck in front of my house? It's clearly a mistake. I'll just go tell them they have the wrong house.
Actually, they don't.
What? What the hell do you mean?
Well, I'm speaking with your wife right now, and she's a lovely person. Too bad she got stuck with your sorry behind.
What?
Yeah, we've been pretty close actually these last 24 hours.
What did you do? What kind of manipulation tactic is this? My wife wouldn't talk with the likes of you.
Actually, she's a really nice person, and a very suspicious one.
What?
Yeah, the thing about having an affair when you have a neighbor as nosy as I am is that it doesn't remain a secret for too long.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. I have photo evidence.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I thought it was a bit weird that you saw the insurance company 3 different times this week, so I made sure to let your wife know, as well as showed her a couple of the photos I took from my house where I can see into your kitchen.
You sicko! You were spying on me?
No, you're just very obvious.
So you're destroying my marriage? Why? Because I don't like you?
No, I'm doing it for your wife, who deserves to know. And because you cut my lawn. Also, one last thing, the council really doesn't like you.
What? No, you're lying. I'm the best neighbor here. I keep our neighborhood pristine.
You're not doing a good job then, especially now that your dirty laundry is being aired out in front of everybody. You don't think a moving truck would attract a crowd? Your wife is very kind and has gone to answer some questions. I guess you had better start packing. Then I guess I'll just have to tell the police how you started to burn down my house. Hello? Okay, great, Bill. Have a nice life. After threatening to tell the police about his threats, Bill was pretty quick to pack up his things. The neighbors were appalled, to say the least. They had been a bit suspicious of the insurance lady themselves that kept going around to their house, but didn't think Bill would actually cheat on his wife. Seeing Bill pack up his life and move to the truck on his own was entertainment enough. But I thought that bringing out the grill and having a nice little barbecue while he did so, with a cherry on top. The council was very impressed with my paint job on my house, and some of the neighbors even asked if I would be willing to paint their houses for a little extra money this summer. It looks like this quaint suburban neighborhood is getting a fun little makeover by yours truly. I knew I had chosen the right neighborhood.